A person bought a fan online, and when they plugged it in, the fan just took off on its own. The person jokingly said, "It's pretty funny. The fan seems like it's playing hide and seek." Another person tried to redeem points for a fan at a supermarket, and when they plugged it in, the blades flew right off.
Recently, it's been so hot. I bought this fan. Every time I turn it on, it's all over the place, bouncing around like it's full of energy. If you tell it to stop, it goes even crazier. The other day, it actually woke me up, with the blades falling everywhere. This is the shoe washer I just bought.
One person bought a shoe washer, but it didn't work as expected. The washer kept bubbling out foam, looking like it was full of anger. Another person posted a video saying, "My boyfriend bought this shoe washer. Do you think the shoes were too stinky and made the washer throw up?" Recently, a video of a car mechanic replacing a taillight went viral online. A seemingly simple taillight repair turned into a nightmare because of the parts-on-parts design. The mechanic had to take apart almost half the car to replace it, and by the end, they were exhausted, saying, "I've lost half my life." This resonated with many car owners and repair workers.
A car that's easy to drive isn't always a good car, but a car that's hard to repair is definitely junk. You could say there are a lot of specialist repair shops for Volkswagens, but you can't deny that their design is pretty reasonable. For example, with this taillight, you just open the cover, unscrew 2 screws, give it a gentle tap, and it comes right off. Now, let's look at this domestic electric car, a DePaul model. I can't believe it. Just to change one taillight, there's a clamp in the taillight position. What do you do with a clamp? You have to take off the wheel arch, take off the rear bumper, and once you open it up, there's another part pressing on the light. After you take all that off, this wire here, you can't plug it in like this. No, this wire is way too short. You have to remove it, and then only after you take it off, you could plug it in. Designers, is this really for people? A car that's easy to drive and easy to fix shows the real strength of a car company. And when changing a tiny taillight is such a hassle, that's a real reflection of a car maker's design capabilities.
Many viewers will ask, which Chinese brand is this? More viewers are focusing on the common issue behind this, the high maintenance costs of Chinese cars. It's often not because of technical difficulty, but because of design flaws. These cars lack the decades of design experience accumulated by brands like Toyota. Things like easy-to-remove clips and rational parts layouts, details that have been validated in the market for repair convenience. It's like building a house and focusing only on the exterior's trendiness, forgetting to leave a proper maintenance access. When it's time to change a light bulb, you end up tearing down walls and removing cabinets, which is both time-consuming and exhausting.
You could buy a brake light bulb for a Volkswagen for just a few bucks. Sometimes you can change it yourself, and if not, a repair shop will charge you 20 or 30 bucks. It takes only a few minutes. For an old Jetta, changing the headlight assembly costs less than 100 yuan, but for a 70,000 yuan domestic electric car, just changing a taillight costs 3,100 yuan, not including labor costs. It's a problem that could easily be solved by unscrewing a few screws, but instead, you have to take apart half the car. Some cars even use 3 different screw models for one door hinge. You might start unscrewing the chassis screws, only to realize they're blocked by the suspension and you can't get them off. Shouldn't car design get simpler over time? Volkswagen's engine-based screws never exceed 5 types, and the production line for the Sagittar dashboard is long, but you could remove the dashboard with just one socket and a pry bar. Traditional car companies not only standardize their chassis screws, but they also differentiate their colors to make things more scientific. Meanwhile, certain models go the opposite way, getting more complicated. Just one engine has dozens of screw types. As a car maker, sometimes I have to say, isn't this a design problem? It's an ethics problem. By making repairs more complicated, dragging out repair times, and deliberately using specialty screws that require special tools, they force us to replace parts instead of repairing them. It's just a way to keep profiting off people, squeezing the technology little by little. To put it bluntly, there's no care in the design. These aren't secrets in the industry anymore.
来看一段令人寒心的视频。
这叫汽车这车啊。
Let me show you a heartbreaking video. This is a car. You can see the foot mats. But this is a car? The rust on this car is so bad it's crisp. It's only 3 years old and already rusted like this. The places you can see are done with fancy finishes, but the places you can't see are cut corners. They're always using patriotic slogans to morally pressure people. You buy their car and they play tricks on the public. People earn their money through countless days and nights of hard work. And we used to think that the rust issue in domestic cars was a technical problem, but after hearing what Mr. Wei, chairman of the Great Wall Motor, said, "I think this rust issue is not a craftsmanship problem. It's a design problem. And most importantly, it's an ethics problem. Yes, the biggest problem is a lack of ethics. You know, rust is a safety issue, and I don't dare say which car company this is from."
With 1 day left until the 2025 Double 11 Shopping Festival, the first wave of returns is already here. Topics like counterfeit products are continuing to heat up on social media. From luxury brands to everyday items, and even food, fake products are everywhere in people's lives. For example, a 99 yuan Labubu doll is being resold for 300 yuan, and counterfeiters are taking advantage to make a killing. In Yiwu, 30 yuan counterfeit products are flooding the market, and fans who can't get the real thing are crying in frustration. I really don't know what to say. I've bought it several times and they were all fake. I spent 200 yuan on one and it was also fake. Guys, this has to be fake, right? Ugh, I just want one, just one. I don't even care about the color. Anything is fine. Or can I buy a real one? But not the expensive Labubu. Please, help me. The fake Labubu dolls are not just sold domestically, they're also being shipped overseas in bulk. On cross-border e-commerce platforms, fake Labubu dolls are even showing up on websites like Amazon. At American 7-Eleven convenience stores, counterfeit Lafufu dolls are boldly displayed on the shelves for $25, a price similar to the authentic ones, but the packaging is as fragile as a potato chip bag, and the workmanship is too poor to even look at. On Xiaohongshu or Red Note, some people are complaining about buying fake Labubu dolls in small stores in the US for $16, and the quality is ridiculously bad. One Chinese person spent $300 on a high-quality fake and immediately called themselves a sucker when the product arrived. On November 5th, the Australian Competition and Consumer Commission, ACCC, issued a warning to fans of the popular doll, saying that the growing counterfeit Labubu market could pose safety risks to young children. Notice said to be aware of the potential safety risks posed by counterfeit Labubu dolls. Some Lafufu dolls are small enough to fit entirely into a child's mouth, while other versions may have removable parts like eyes, feet, and hands, and poor sewing quality. These could pose a choking hazard. The ACCC also expressed concerns that the counterfeit products may contain harmful chemicals like lead exceeding safe limits. The New South Wales Health Department reminded that children's exposure to lead, even in small amounts, can cause harm, potentially leading to reduced intelligence, impaired neurological and behavioral development, stunted growth, and hearing damage. For adults, lead exposure can lead to high blood pressure and affect kidney and brain function. Look at these pants I bought online. They weren't 390 yuan, not even 290 yuan, just 99 yuan. Here, let me show you. This is the vanity table I bought. It's 1.23 meters, just like this. Yeah, it's really funny. The Gyroscope brand razor. I just bought it. Awesome. Check out this portable folding kettle. It's really an insult to consumers' intelligence. Such a knockoff. But these bizarre counterfeit products are just the tip of the iceberg in China's counterfeit market. What's even more surprising is that globally, when it comes to the scale, variety, and creativity of counterfeit products, China is practically unrivaled. From Huaqiangbei in Shenzhen to the small goods market in Yiwu, China has created a massive counterfeit ecosystem. Some counterfeit sellers have developed a complete supply chain system, offering services from design and mold manufacturing to online sales. They can even quickly adjust product designs based on trending social media topics, enabling them to produce a hot item almost immediately. I recently bought one of those knitted wool sweaters and had just opened my window for sales. I directly contacted the seller and said I wanted one in every color. I asked if they could give me a reasonable price. Then he told me, "We sell AB grade goods now." I quickly searched for AB goods on Douyin. AB goods means I'll get a good one, but I sell a bad one to someone else. I said, "Isn't that fraud?" He replied, "How is that fraud? Everyone does this. Not 70%, not 80%, but 90%, even 95% of people do this." I asked, "Does anyone get punished for this?" He said, "No, everyone does it this way." So, I just want to remind everyone to be really careful when buying things. Although I knew the goods weren't exactly what I ordered, I never thought the situation had gotten this bad. I asked him, "So where can I get the A-grade version?" He said, "If you want the A version, go to a mall or buy the more expensive one. Then, just wear the expensive one and hang the cheaper one when you're selling, and this product will sell really well." There's always someone who's too lazy to return it, right? Counterfeit products have also brought many problems: infringement of intellectual property, disruption of market order, and harm to consumer rights. The widespread issue of counterfeit products in China is mainly due to the government's lack of oversight. On August 7, 2025, in Zhaoqing, Guangdong Province, a woman was using a hairdryer at a beauty salon when it suddenly caught fire and exploded. It was found that the hairdryer's wiring had aged from prolonged use, causing the device to overheat and short-circuit. The hairdryer fire incident is not an isolated case. Similar incidents have been reported in various locations, mostly attributed to product quality issues. On October 11, 2025, in Buriram Province, Thailand, a 10-year-old girl died after being electrocuted by a Chinese-made hairdryer. This incident sparked widespread concern about the safety of Chinese products. According to reports from Tiger, the child's grandmother stated that the girl's parents were out of town at the time, and the child was home alone. After receiving a report from the girl's brother, the grandmother rushed to the scene and found the girl lying on her back, her right hand tightly gripping the hairdryer still plugged into the socket. She had burn marks on her hand. Despite efforts to save her, she was confirmed dead. Initial police examination of the body revealed clear signs of electrical burns on the girl's right hand, strongly indicating she was electrocuted while using the hairdryer. The grandmother mentioned that the hairdryer had been bought online by the girl's mother 3 years ago, but had never been used and had been stored in a cabinet. In a later raid, authorities seized more than 30,000 uncertified hairdryers and over 100,000 non-compliant electrical appliances. On October 10th, a Chinese person in the U.S. posted a video showing that nearly all Chinese-made products in a U.S. supermarket had cancer risk labels.
Did you see that? In this Chinese supermarket in the US, even spoons made in China have warning labels for cancer and reproductive system damage. And it's not just food. Even Chinese food products made in the US have to carry labels warning about cancer and reproductive system harm, even if the raw materials are American. And when I bought chopsticks, I looked at the back and it had the same cancer and reproductive system damage warning.
It's not just utensils that are labeled like this. Many other products also carry similar warning labels. For example, various cooking oils and sauces, furniture, clothes, and electronics are all required to carry warning labels if they contain chemicals that could potentially cause cancer, birth defects, or other reproductive hazards.
Here it is. Here's the safety card. Can everyone see this clearly? It says here, consuming this product may expose you to chemicals including lead and chromium. The state of California has identified these chemicals as potential causes of cancer, birth defects, or other reproductive harm. Now, let's take a look at this walnut crisp. And here, too, there's a cancer warning on it.
This video quickly spread across the internet, sparking widespread concern and worry among Chinese netizens. One blogger angrily criticized the Chinese government for its inaction.
现在全世界都杜绝进口中国食品。
Now the whole world has stopped importing Chinese food. Everyone is on alert about Chinese food. In developed countries, in Europe and America, their food clearly states that it doesn't contain Chinese ingredients. The saddest part is that even their pet food, like cat food and dog food, has labels saying no Chinese ingredients. We're like ostriches, burying our heads in the sand, pretending we don't see it. This danger is already well known around the world, and it's infamous. The European Union has firmly banned Chinese food products. It's pitiful, isn't it? They sell 30-day chickens, 40-day ducks, water-injected, gel-injected pigs, cows, and sheep everywhere. Potassium sorbate and sodium dihydroacetate are found everywhere. You eat it, and if you metabolize it, it's gone. But if you don't, it accumulates in your body. The Chinese government isn't failing to control it. They simply don't care. Is playing the ostrich really useful? This is a foreign dog food, and the first thing it says is no ingredients from China. The second sentence says, made in the USA, with ingredients from around the world, nothing from China. And this children's food says, this product does not contain any ingredients from China. This is truly shameful. Not using Chinese ingredients has become a standard and a selling point for food safety abroad. The blogger further explained, the short phrase, no Chinese ingredients, carries a very clear meaning. It means their products are of high quality, with no harmful ingredients added, so they're safe to eat. I wonder, when you see the words Chinese ingredients, do you feel as sad and helpless as I do? Don't tell me it's just foreigners criticizing us. They're not saying this randomly. Think about all the previous scandals like the toxic baby formula, the old pickled vegetables, fake honey, and the genetically modified ingredients in snail noodles. Which of these didn't shock us? These incidents have made foreigners wary and concerned about Chinese food.